I just want to make a quick video going over how do I solve two-step equations when I have to combine like terms. So in case you forgot from last year, like terms have the same variable, so the same letter, and the same exponent on that variable. So we'll talk about that more in a second. Alright, so let's look at a couple examples. So for number 1, on the left-hand side of my equation, I have 6x and I have 3x. So they have the same variable, right? They're both x's, and they both have the same exponent, which in this case would be 1, even though it's not shown. So these are like terms, and I can add them together. So 6x plus 3x, that gives me 9x, equals 18 still. And now I'm just going to solve it like a normal one-step equation in this case. So I'm going to undo this multiplication that's being done here by doing the opposite or the inverse operation on both sides, which is division. So I'm going to divide by 9 on both sides, and I get x equals 18 divided by 9, that is 2. Okay, and then I can always check my answer by putting it back in for x. So if I want to check it, this would be 6 times 2 plus 3 times 2, and I want to know whether that's equal to 18. Well, 6 times 2 is 12, plus 3 times 2 is 6, and that is in fact equal to 18. So I know that I did that right. So now I'm going to do the same thing with number 2. So I have an x here and an x here, and they have the same exponent, which would be 1. And then I'm just going to add these. So I have a positive 7 and negative 4, so those are different signs. So I'm going to subtract. So 7 minus 4 is 3. And then I'm going to keep the sign of the larger number. So my larger number is 7, and 7 is positive, so I'm going to keep that positive sign in front of the 3, x, and that still equals 27. And now the same steps from over here. To undo this multiplication, to isolate x or get it alone, I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides, and I get x equals 9. All right? So let's do a couple more examples together. So for 3, I have my like terms here. I have a negative 5x, and I have a 13x. Okay, these are different signs. One's positive, one's negative, so I'm going to subtract. 13 minus 5 is 8. And then I keep the sign of the larger number. 13 is bigger than 5, so I'm going to keep the sign attached to 13. So positive x equals 64. And then I'm just going to divide by 8 on both sides to undo that multiplication and get x by itself. And I get x equals 8. Right? Now I'm going to do the same thing for number 4. So I have 2 x's over here. So I'm going to combine negative 10x and negative 5x. Well, those are the same signs, right? Because they're both negative. So I'm going to add them. So that's going to be 15x. And then I'm going to keep the sign out in front. So that would be negative 15. Because if I lose $10 and then I lose 5 more, altogether I've lost $15. And that still equals my 45 over here. So now I'm going to solve. So I'm going to divide by negative 15 on both sides because that's what x is being multiplied by. So make sure to divide by that negative out in front. And I get x equals, all right, well here I have a positive 45 and a negative 15. So those are different signs. So when I'm multiplying, same signs are going to be positive, different signs are going to be negative. Since these are different, it's going to be a negative 3. Okay, I'm going to do one more. All right, so 5, I have 2x and 8. Well, these aren't like terms because this 8 doesn't have an x. So I'm just going to solve this like normal. So 2x plus 8 equals 32. Now remember, I can't combine these because they don't have the same variable. Because this one has an x and this one doesn't have an x. So they can't be like terms. So I have 2x plus 8 equals 32. So first I have to reverse the order of operations. So I have to get rid of addition and subtraction first. So I have to undo this minus this plus 8 by subtracting it because that's the opposite of adding. So when I do that, 8 minus 8, that's 0. Over here, I'm just left with 2x equals 32 minus 8 is going to be 24. Now I have to get rid of the 2 by dividing because that's the opposite of multiplying. And that's going to be x equals 12. Okay. So now for number 6, we're getting a little bit more tricky. So I have a 6x here, and then I have this other x here, the 7x. And I'm going to make sure when I combine them, I'm going to keep the sign out front. So I have a positive 6x and then a positive 7x. So if I add those together, they're both positive. So I'm going to add, and I get 13x. And then I still have this negative 5 equals 34. So now the same steps to undo the subtraction. I'm going to add. So I'm going to add 5 to both sides. And now I get 13x equals 39. Okay, now to get rid of this 13 attached to the x that's being multiplied, I'm going to undo it by doing the inverse operation or division. So I'm going to divide by 13 on both sides. And I get x equals 3. Right, and then I'm going to do the same thing for number 7. So for number 7, I have this negative 15. And I don't have any other constants that I can combine with it, so I'm just going to leave it for now. But I do have this 3x and this negative 7x. And I can combine those because they both have x's and only one x. So I'm going to look at these x's. So I have a negative here and a positive here, so they're different signs. So I'm going to subtract. Think about MC Santee, those of you who had me last year. So 7 minus 3 is 4x, and then I'm going to keep the sign of the larger number. So I'm going to stay negative because that 7's bigger, and I'm going to keep the sign attached to that bigger number. And then don't forget, I still have this negative 15 here equals negative 43. Okay, so now I'm going to solve using the reverse order of operations. So I have to undo addition and subtraction first. So I have to undo the subtraction of 15 by adding 15 because that'd be my opposite. So I'm going to add 15 to both sides. And I get negative 4x over here equals, now here I have different signs. So when I have different signs that I'm adding or subtracting, I'm going to subtract. So I'm going to subtract these. 3 minus 5, well, I can't do that, so I'm going to borrow. I'm going to borrow from the 4, that becomes 3. And this will become 13. So 13 minus 5 is 8. 3 minus 1 is 2. And then I'm going to keep the sign of the bigger number. Well, 43 is bigger than 15, so I'm going to stay negative. Okay? And now I'm going to have to divide. So I'm going to divide by what x is being multiplied by, which is this negative 4. So I'm going to divide by negative 4 on both sides. And I'm left with, I'm going to write it over here because I'm in a room, x equals negative 28 divided by negative 4. Well, those are the same signs. When I'm multiplying or dividing, the same signs, it's going to be a positive answer. And 28 divided by 4, that is 7. So that's going to be my final answer. Okay. And now I'm going to do the same thing for number 8. So I have this 12 here, and I can't combine it with anything because I have no other constant or number by itself that I can combine with it. But I can combine this negative 10x and this 5x because they have the same variable, x, and they have the same exponent, which is 1. So when I combine these, negative 10x, positive 5x, well, those are different signs. So I'm going to subtract. 10 minus 5 is 5x, and then I'm going to keep the side of the larger number. 10 is bigger than 5, and 10 is negative, so I'm going to be negative. And then I still have this 12, and it's a positive 12, so I'm just going to write plus 12 equals negative 18. Okay, now I have to undo addition and subtraction first to solve this bad boy. So I'm going to undo adding 12 by doing the opposite, which is subtracting 12. And whatever I do to one side, I got to do to the other. So I'm going to subtract 12 from both sides. And I'm left with negative 5x equals negative 18, negative 12. Ooh, those are the same side. So I'm going to add 18 plus 12. That is a big old 30. And I'm going to keep the sign, which was negative. So if I lose $18 and I lose 12 more, I lost $30. That's a lot of money. Now I'm going to divide both sides by what x is being multiplied by, which is negative 5. Whoop. And I get x equals negative 30, negative 5. I'm multiplying and dividing. Don't forget. So they're same signs, so my final answer is going to be positive. And now I'm just going to divide. 30 divided by 5. Heck yeah, that's 6. So that's going to be the final answer. So now for you guys, after you're done watching this fabulous video, you are going to finish the second page here on your own. If you need help, look at my examples, let me know. If you go back to Power School, I put extra examples on the side. So if you need anything, you just let me know, and I'm here for you. All right, so thank you.